In this video I'm going to do a quick walk around the XR650L behind me and chat about what was wrong with the bike when I got it and what mods I intend to do on it. Welcome to adventurebiketroop.com, where we chat about bike riding, maintenance, travel tips and more. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button.
Slowly, now.
This is my 2014 registered XR650L. I think it's a 2012 model, if you look at the number. And I've swapped an old camper that was not running for this bike. It's completely stock except for a few things that I changed on it. And I will be doing some mods on it, all the cheap as mods to just make it run better, to run it a little bit richer and to cool the engine a bit more, because we live in quite a hot area. Now when I got this bike, it had too short a chain. The chain was 108 links. There was 2 master links in the chain. The chain was very old, so I replaced it with a new chain immediately, 110 links. I saw the chain slider was completely gone, so I made a new one from a piece of plastic drain pan or geyser drain pan. The chain guide was missing, so I made one from 2 pieces of Teflon bolted together and then shaped to get the right tension there. The front tire was an old bold, I think it was the original Metzler Tourans that they came out with here. It was very it was very easy to lose the front end in the dirt, so I put on this second-hand Kenda. It was lying around in a friend's yard, so we put on this Kenda just for now. And what else did we change? The sprocket, it still had the original sprocket, and that's obviously the first thing you want to check on the Honda XR650L. The stock sprocket is only 8.5 millimeters thin, so it wears easily, or it wears the counter shaft easily. So I checked, there is some wear on the shaft and the sprocket, so it was quite loose. So I replaced it with an XR650R sprocket. That was the only sprocket I could get here locally. They didn't have stock of the aftermarket sprockets for these L models, so I took the XR one. It's about 13.6 millimeters thick. It was a bit thick to go on there, so we had to machine it. Took off about a millimeter on the outside, which is now on the inside, because you flip the sprocket over. And now it fits perfectly, and it's also 14 tooth, so the gearing is a bit lower, and that helps because if you know the XR650L, you'd know that the first and second gear is very far apart. So the second gear is quite highly geared. So now it's a bit better riding in second gear. Something else that I want to mention here. You can see the levers are bent completely. This is the front brake. The clutch looked the same. So we just put on the old KLR lever that we painted and ground there to make it fit. The clutch cable was very dirty, so it's almost like mud, water coming out on the other side as we cleaned it. So it feels much better now. You can see the mileage very low, 14,000 kilometers. Don't know whether it's possible to see it in this light. So the bike hasn't done much mileage. Stuff that I have planned, for now I'll keep the stock tank, but you run out of fuel. I think the reserve came on at about 105 kilometers, so you can't go very far on this. I'll take off the smog thing. I've got the block off kit, so I'll do that this weekend, make a video on that. Take off the snorkel. If anyone can tell me why it has the snorkel on the airbox under the seat, I'd love to know, but I'm going to take that off to make it breathe better. I've bought a twin air filter, the foam filter, to replace the paper filter. And then I'm going to do the Dave's mod on the carburetor. So I've got a 55 idle and 158 main jet. And I'll drill the slide and shim the needle. So make a video on that later on. And for now, that'll be the only mods. Something weird here to show you. Crazy actually is for safety. Just get the light. Oh well, you can't see it there, but there's a knife that the guy mounted there. I obviously took the knife out, but the the leather sheath is still in there. Imagine riding with a knife right in front of your body on a dirt bike. Yes. Anyways, that's my XR650L. If you have an XR650L, please let me know whether the mods that I'm planning are worth it, and if you have any other mods that you suggest I do on this bike. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing. And if you want me to do any videos on the XR650L, let me know in the comments and I'll do that, because I'm very keen to continue practicing making videos. Cheers and thank you for joining us. Bye bye.